Hello everybody and welcome back. It is another session of Cooking with Nina, and today we are making tutmanik, and we are going to be pairing it with some osetra caviar. I'm really excited. I forgot what we also have a special guest chef. If you don't know what tutmanik is, it's probably something that has been pervading your thought process and your feed on social media for the last week and a half, and something I haven't. You're welcome. I'm sorry, but we're going to be making it today. Also, as a part of our kit, we had a Elderberry Spritzer, and this is what we're enjoying here today. And some of you also got the Bruno Piard champagne, the Blanc de Blanc. And our elderberry wine is fantastic. It's from Bulgaria. You can buy it here at Forte, and it consists of Riesling, Traminer, Pinot Gris, and Gruner Veltliner. I think I'm pronouncing that right. And the Bruno Piard, I recently found out this is a great champagne because it's actually produced by the grape farmer as well. And then, of course, we have our Epicurean Atelier Noble Russian Osetra Caviar, which we'll be pairing with the tutmanik. Special thanks. A great way to kind of expose what you're doing inside the restaurant, but also has been a great way to let people know about these classes. Also, thank you to Event Capture. They have been making these shows possible and coming in and filming it with us every week. And I'm excited because we're going to talk about how we're going to be doing these classes going forward now that everybody's kind of back to their lives and can't sit. So that's another thing. Every time I say if you have a drink in front of you, I want you to take a sip, and let's see if we can make it through the next 40 minutes or however long. If you have the kit, preheat your oven to 450 degrees, and I'll talk about the spritzer. We just made it with the wine, some club soda or Perrier, which was in your kit, Saint Germain, and then fresh, and it makes a super refreshing summer cocktail. So I'll dive right in. Let me tell you, I'm very excited. We've been waiting for this woman to arrive since March, and due to the COVID pandemic, that was not possible, but it was very well worth the wait. And I want to introduce to you our special guest chef who will be leading the class today, Chef Gabi.
Hello, everybody.
Hello and welcome.
Thank
you. This is Chef Gabi. She comes to us from Bulgaria. We've been waiting for her for the last 3 months. She finally arrived, and she is the one who's responsible for all these amazing dishes that you've been seeing kind of pop up on the feed and our new specials here at Forte. Probably the most popular one is the tutmanik, which then led to this class being possible. Mm-hmm. So we'll start. So in your kit, we have the following items if you want to introduce them.
3 types of cheese, 1 egg, sesame seeds. You almost need that quantity of butter, olive oil, and spray.
Yes. So the butter we have, it's about a tablespoon of butter, and that's going to be used to put on top, right?
Yeah.
Before we bake it.
Yeah.
Okay. And then for the cheese, we have our Bulgarian sheep's milk feta. We have some mozzarella and then queso fresco. And again, like she said, just 1 egg and some sesame seeds. So what's the first thing that we're going to do?
To take out dough.
And how much dough would you say?
400 grams.
100? 400 grams of dough. And we're taking it out about half an hour before the class so that
Yes.
it kind of comes to room temperature, makes it easier to work with. And then we want to just get the surface that we're working on oiled up so that it's easier to work. Let's see who's on. Hello, Martin. I missed you too. Yeah, we took a couple weeks break. Kind of started getting into the flow of things. The restaurant is reopened, and we've been welcoming people in, and it's been awesome. Hi, Samantha. And Samantha yesterday brought by some really amazing gravlax, so thank you for that. So guide us through. You're gonna stretch it out.
Yes, must be like that.
So we're gonna
size.
make it most of the table. And if you've seen the tutmanik, it looks like little rosettes all put together. And we're gonna form it out and then cut it into those pieces. This other one. So Chef Gabi, how does it feel finally making it here and getting started in the kitchen?
I feel good, very good, like my home. And my passion is cooking.
So Chef Gabi has a very interesting story. She didn't start off as necessarily a chef in the kitchen. What was your first career?
I'm an engineer chemist. Long time I work in a pharmaceutical company. Next to textile company in Bulgaria, but all time I cook Bulgarian and not only Bulgarian meals.
Yeah, so she has a true passion for the culinary arts, and she's been really wowing us with all these different dishes, a lot of dishes that I forgot even about. And I'm kind of glad that she was not here during quarantine, because that would have been very dangerous.
Yeah.
Being locked up with all these different dishes. So in your bowl, you're just going to want to mix everything up, right? Crumble everything together. And it's interesting because even Martin, I think your wife Radosveta wrote a Facebook message and suggested this dish. So it's kind of serendipitous. It all just kind of worked out together. So
Now,
and you crack the egg separately to get it whisked.
yes. That's enough.
Beautiful.
Трябва да се остави малко количество за отгоре от тази смес.
Okay, so she's saying that most of the cheese mixture we're going to put for the tutmanik, and then we're going to leave a little bit behind to put on the top at the end, so it has that cheesy crust when we bake it. So you see, just spread it kind of all around, and then you leave a
Yes.
section at the top, so when we start folding it.
Be- Must stay a little of egg.
Okay, and yes, and leave a little bit of the egg.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we start rolling it. Beautiful. Then we just pinch the ends. Very nice. And then what's next? Okay.
Yeah.
Put in the pan. Okay.
Must to cut this on 8 pieces.
Okay. Perfect. So 8 pieces, even. And that's how we're going to form the tutmanik. Oh, we got some. Hi, Martin. Martin from New York. And then Martin is asking for the dough. What is the process for the dough?
Dough we prepare with flour, water, little sugar, salt, and yeast.
And yeast.
Only
Yes,
that.
very simple. And you can see she's just putting all the rosettes kind of all around together. Similar to, like, I guess you can do cinnamon rolls this way, right? But I'd rather have this every day than cinnamon rolls. So the egg was just down the middle before you
Yes.
rolled it, right? Yeah. So right down the middle before we rolled it, and then you can see now just top each individual rosette with the remaining cheese.
Yes.
And then do we want to put this in the oven right away, or we let it sit for a little bit?
Трябва да порасне
Okay.
тестото.
Yeah, you have to let it rise a little bit
Yes.
so it fills the whole pan, and then we're going to put it in the oven. And Samantha's just asking if the camera can just show a little bit more. Here, I'll bring it to the... Samantha, I hope you got that. You can see. Perfect. And then the remaining of the egg, if you can see, we're just going to top each of the little rosettes or rolls. Beautiful.
Now we put little pieces of butter.
Beautiful.
And finally, sesame seeds.
Oh my God, I'm getting so excited.
It's enough.
Beautiful. So you guys can see this beautiful, beautiful dish. And yeah, how long do you think it needs to stay outside before we bake it?
On the room temperature, about 40-45 minutes. That rolls must be full this plate.
Okay, yeah. Does anybody have any questions for Chef Gabi? The floor is open if you guys want to ask her anything. Jim. Hi, Jim. So, Jim, we're topping that with the final item is the sesame seeds. That's what we're topping it with. And it's been so interesting because we've been doing these shows and we've been getting a lot of new people coming into Forte to try the different dishes, and they found out about us through the cooking experiences. So that's been really, really special. And hopefully Jim and Martin, Radosveta, you can come visit us again. What do you think is the What do you think is going to be the next special for next week?
Maybe some interesting for summertime dish with paprika, with tomato, onion, and eggs. Mishmash.
Mishmash. Yes. Yes, I think that will be good. I think we've been feeding a lot of people a lot of carbs and a lot of baked goods lately, so maybe we'll break it up a little bit. The eggs panegyrsky also super popular. Okay, so once this rises, we're gonna pop it in the oven for about half an hour, and you want to monitor it, and I will show you. We'll show you what it's supposed to look like, so you guys can get to it. Let me see. And this is it. So here you go. Gabi, cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you. Okay. I will pull some of
Maybe
this
it's
out.
good idea when this rice to cover with stretch.
Oh, to cover it with the wrap while it's rising?
Yes.
To help kind of warm it up. Okay. That's a good. And then one of my favorite things is pairing something like this, which is super simple and kind of not an extremely fancy dish that you wouldn't expect to pair it with something that's ultra luxurious like the caviar. So my parents, we've been importing caviar for the last 15 years, and the Russian Osetra, noble Russian Osetra, is something that we're known for, and you can see really pretty color, like a light brown golden color. And I think the nuttiness and the salt in this pairs really well with the richness of the tutmanik. So I'm gonna do one like we did on it so you guys can see, but it kind of just pulls apart in these individual rolls. And then when you break it apart, you can see the cheese and how fluffy this is, and that's just been one of the reasons why this is super popular. So I'm gonna top mine with a little bit of, thank you. Are you gonna join me?
Yes, please.
This is great. So we will have more kits for this if you guys still want to revisit this. Otherwise, you can come into Forte, buy the already prepared dish, or take it to go if you don't want to. Yeah. Tutmanik and caviar. This is the traditional Bulgarian way, so that's why we're all healthy and happy all the time. So for the next classes, obviously first time we're bringing other people in. The next class that we're going to do is going to be a month from now. So we're continuing the classes, but we're going to do them once a month. So the next class, I believe it's July 19th, right? July 19th, and we're going to be doing our very popular paella mixta. And our longtime chef, Julio Nicolas, is going to be helping to lead the class. But the bonus part of it is that we're opening up some of the restaurants. So if you wanted to come in and cook with us, so we'll actually have a live audience and people cooking with us in the restaurant as well, and something that you can enjoy at home. We'll be doing limited seatings, maybe 5 different tables. So if you wanted to come in with your close friends, you'll get a table and you guys can all cook together. And we will have a wine tasting along with it and tapas. So it'll be a complete Spanish day, and you'll be able to experience that at home, or if you decide to come into the restaurant as well. And that's what we will be continuing every month from now on. What else? What else is new and exciting here?
I don't know.
Anybody have any questions for? Oh. So after it's risen, you're going to pop it into the oven for about half an hour, but keep an eye on it because you want it to be this light golden brown color and not too overdone. And yes, Sam, I think this is going to be perfect for you because we'll be selling some wines in the kit if you want to do it at home, but the true experience will be here. We'll have some sommeliers and master vintners especially going forward that will come and they'll be able to taste the wine. You'll be able to experience kind of a very intimate and fun experience and educational as well. I also wanted to give a shout out. So one of the reasons why I wasn't here for the last week, I also went to visit my friend Jocelyn. If anybody's out in California, we've been getting a lot of people from California. She's an amazing dentist out there, and it didn't really hit me how much this pandemic has affected people because she is having to work with all these new different, thank you Gabriela, different regulations, and she made the process super easy. So if you guys are in Orange County, Mission Viejo, Vita Dentistry, a lot of people came out of quarantine without their eyelashes and their nails. I came out missing one of my crowns, so she helped put that back together. And honestly, I didn't mind the mask for a while because it covered all that up. So thank you very much. I'm very grateful for all the friends, all the new customers, all the people coming in. I hope everybody stays safe, and I will be posting more information about the next cooking classes on the website and how to book that and those experiences. If you guys want more of our caviar, you can buy it here at the store. As I clear out some of the equipment, the store will finally open. I know I was supposed to do it on my birthday, but we are looking like it's going to be end of next week. So stay tuned for that. Thank you very much, and thank you for cooking with us. Oh, and mishmash. Mishmash, I don't know if, maybe we'll do it for the cooking show, but I think we're going to be putting it here on the special. So hopefully they open up the borders soon and you guys can come and visit us. And yes, and Samantha, another thing about the bodega, we will be having a select section that will feature some of Samantha's amazing jams and sauces, so you'll be able to purchase them here. Also talking to my friend Sonia, who has Rooster Boy Cafe, we will be featuring her bagels. If you haven't tried her bagels, it's called Bodega Bagels. They're phenomenal, so we'll have a separate section for that as well. Some produce, some of our charcuterie cheeses, and of course the caviar as well. So thank you very much and hope to see you soon.